Amit Goswami, a famous quantum physicist, he's just popular in the science world right now, he wrote a few books on that. And now the study of consciousness, or the need of the study of the soul, is just becoming a major agenda. And the creationists, you must be aware of those who say it's impossible that this world was created by evolution. So the creationists are joining hands with those people like Fritjof Capra, who came out with the Tao of Physics many years ago already, said there's nothing closer to science than the Vedas. But it's becoming more and more crystallized. Fritjof Capra was a lone-standing Austrian scientist, and now it's becoming gradually mainstream. You may have heard about the movie What the Bleep Do We Know, which was the quantum physicists trying to... Of course, they're all influenced by Advaita philosophy. Undoubtedly, they're very impersonal because they have no guru, or they have an impersonal guru. But at least as far as the level of Brahman and all that, they conclude the same thing the Vedas conclude. They're opening the door for the Vaishnava teachings to be launched and to be studied and to be taken very seriously. Some other aspect of that I will present later today on the day. I'm just in my introductory words here presenting to you how this year will mark the first major effort of the different sampradayas supporting one common cause, Dharma for the whole world, which of course they support anyway in their own teachings, in their own writings, in their own lectures. They have always done it. But this time we'll do it on a public platform, the internet, with the public support of the acharyas and with the public utilization of these principles throughout the world by those who believe in theism, in the theistic Vedanta. You know, theistic Vedanta is very important. That's why our acharyas are so keen to stress the four sampradayas. They're all theistic Vedantists. They all believe in that God has a personality and a criteria, and that He is our well-wisher, the only one who can save us in the end. That there's no jnana, no karma, and no yoga which can save an individual in this world. It's only God and His divine grace, as it may want to descend through 1 or 2 or 3 or 50 million channels as He may wish to choose. So, this is what, of course, you're all invited to participate in that. You can go to the platform, which is for Sampradayas. You will find the Dharma and Science platform. You can both participate, you utilize all that material on your different levels, and that's why I'm presenting it particular to you. And you can also contribute it. You can contribute articles, like we're working together with Madhvapuri Maharaj of the Bhaktivedanta Institute in charge now. He's Marchetti, he's one of the Prabhupada scientists from the very beginning, and with others, and we are working together with Gyanaraj. Now his name is, sorry, he took sannyas. He's the original author of the book Darwin's Evolution, and he made some very nice PowerPoints about the impossibility of mechanistic evolution. So there's very interesting things going on, and to my own appreciation is a very interesting thing that science is coming into the picture, because science in great part is responsible. The development and the use of science is very much responsible for the degradation, because our whole world has been under the influence of secular education for many times. And secular education has saved us from fundamentalistic fascist education of the past. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, that means that some person says, if you don't believe this, you go to hell, and if you don't agree with me, we'll kill you right there, make sure you get there quick. Huh? So, fundamentalist fascistic education was the keynote on most of the countries in the world. I mean, the last witches were burned in 1917 still. So we're not talking about some wild history. We're talking about something quite relevant to our world. Now, secular education came in, said, brush all this religious stuff aside. We educate ourselves on the principles of social consideration and so and humanistic, socialistic influences. But basically, secular education is more atheistic than anything, and it's also very indifferent to the soul on a journey beyond one lifetime. So secular education is poison. It's eat, sleep, and be merry, for tomorrow you die. Beg, borrow, or steal, get ghee and enjoy life. Charvaka Muni. Secular education trains people to be selfish and whatever else. So a desperate cry of secular world for ethics arose, and not a good answer came. It's a very interesting time in the history of this planet. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada came in a very interesting time, let's say, on the perfect moment of history. And it's going on. It's not Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada left this world, you know. He didn't leave the world indifferent to what happens after him. He left the world igniting or giving the seeds or the introduction, how to deal with this in one way or another. Like, we are lucky here, a few Prabhupada disciples sitting here. You don't find many in one spot these days, you know, plus Rohini is here, another Prabhupada disciple, you know. When you take initiation, that very moment you become responsible to represent your guru. If anything is bad happening in his name later, you will be held responsible because you're a disciple. You have to testify. You have to testify what happened to your guru, what happened to his message, what is the dignity, what is the criteria. So, in this sense, we have such a major responsibility, truthfully spoken. And the same thing is for disciples, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj. It's the same thing because they all stand up for the same thing, for the truth. They stand up for God. They stand up for devotion. They stand up for the well-being of all. Like we were reading yesterday, Prabhupada said, we are embracing all. None is excluded. We are not working for the welfare of a certain section of society, a certain country, or a certain partial interest. No. The Vaishnavas, they work for the benefit of the entire planet. That is their agenda. And that agenda has been obviously proven by the way our acharyas acted, by the way Srila Puri Maharaj came to Vienna, by the way Srila Sridhar Maharaj from his room gave teachings to the whole planet, from the way other acharyas are acting continuously. Because nowadays there's many sannyasis and acharyas traveling around the planet, much more than we think, because we don't know all of them. And they're very concerned. They're all following that same principle of para-upakara, trying to do good to others. And us coming together, interfacing and helping each other and exchanging some information and giving some support, this is very progressive. This is very, very high-tech. Only to know of each other is high-tech. To have emails or to send out newsletters, that is high-tech. To have a Veena. You know Veena? The WVA maintains 4 websites. It's the Hare Krishna News, it is the Veena, the news platform, it is the forum for discussions, and it is the institutional page of the World Vaishnava Association.